lot of talk now about the January transfer window. Pepe Reina, of course, at the forefront of that, probably as far as you're concerned. I understand the club's put out a statement saying hands off. What do you have to say about it?
I think the statement's very self-explanatory. It's our policy totally. There's no way that we are interested in letting any of our players go in January, unless they're not, featuring in the first team perhaps, or they're players who need to move on to get first team football. But the players that we are counting on to help us have a good season, there's no way any of those would even be considered for transfer in January. And I'm sincerely hoping that the club's intention to build around the good players we have and add players to that to make us stronger, that's what excites us all here. And I don't know where these stories come from. Most of the time there's very little truth in them, but it's quite easy to kick people when they're down. We're down at the moment, so the kicks are going to rain in on us. We just have to deal with it. But I was very pleased to see the owners so quickly react to it and to reassure the fans that, listen, this is not a selling club, this is a buying club, and we will strengthen, we will get better, and we will use the transfer windows. And I think it's also very wise of them not to make bold promises for the January transfer window, because sometimes in January you can't get the level of player that we will need. But we'll be looking, and if the players are there, then I'm sure the club and the owners will back us and they'll help us get them.
Have you had any contact, any inkling from an agent or from the player with any contact with Manchester United?
No. None whatsoever.
Have you targeted players that you want to bring in? You've said that there's a certain calibre of players you'd like to bring in.
Targeted? I haven't said that. I saw that. I'm always quite interested to see the quotes that come from me, because I always wonder where they come from. I must be talking in my sleep, I think, because of some of the things that are attributed to me. Actually, the quotes today were very positive, and so I'll stand for them, but I don't remember saying them. Targeting players, it depends what you mean by targeting players. Rarely a day goes by without we sit down and we think about what we would possibly like to do, which areas of the team we would like to strengthen, what type of players we would like for those type of positions, what players are out there here in England and in Europe who would fit the profiles. So in that respect we do a daily work almost, and an awful lot of work, and we're doing a lot of scouting at the moment. We're watching a lot of games. When I say scouting, I don't just mean our scouting staff. I mean myself, Mike Kelly, Sammy Lee. We are watching at least a couple of games, sometimes more a week, to find out as much as we can about possible transfer targets. But that's another thing from actually targeting someone and saying, right, we know that in January we will make a bid for X. If you say to me, is there a player that you know now you will make a bid for in January, then the answer is no. But there's lots of people we are tracking, and hopefully, if all goes well and the owners decide that that money is available to strengthen the team and these players were available, then maybe we'd be going after one or two of them.